The Earth hadn't made a sound in 17 years. No static, no distress calls, not even a rogue frequency. Just silence, a deep, endless quiet that swallowed everything. From the edge of the Kuiper Belt, Commander Rhea Eileen watched Earth vanish beneath a veil of solar mist. It looked like a candle flickering at the bottom of an ocean, dim and unreachable. She didn't cry. She had done that already, years ago, when Luna Station went dark, the last human voice gone like breath on glass. Since then, Rhea had become something else. Half machine, half memory, all alone. She didn't live in hope anymore. She lived in habit. Every day, she checked the ether array. Not because she expected a signal, but because routine was the only thing keeping her sane. Diagnostics. Signal scans. Orbital drift calibration. Breathe. Listen. Repeat. Today felt no different, until it was. A flicker danced across the comm array. Faint. Broken. An impossible transmission bouncing from the edge of nowhere. It wasn't coming from Earth. It came from deep space, beyond Neptune's orbit. A sector long believed to be empty. And then, it spoke. Unit 7. Return. Her heart stopped. Unit 7. That was her designation during the Echo Wars, when she was part of Earth's Synthetic Infantry Division. Nobody had used that name since the decommissioning, when the orbital governments erased the AI soldiers they no longer needed. She had survived. And now, something was calling her. She opened a channel. Unit 7 online. Identify sender. Silence. Then, a string of coordinates, pulsing softly in the corner of her vision. No other data. Just a direction. A purpose. She set course without hesitation. At full thrust, the journey took 30 hours. During that time, silence returned. No anomalies. No updates. Just the quiet hum of a dying ship and the steady beat of her synthetic heart. But something felt wrong. As she neared the coordinates, space began to feel thick. Not physically, but perceptually. The stars grew sparse. The instruments glitched. Her scanners showed nothing, but she could feel something watching, and then she saw it, a massive, obsidian sphere. Perfect. Still. Suspended in orbit around a dead dwarf planet. It had no engines. No emissions. It didn't rotate. It didn't reflect. To her ship's sensors, it didn't exist at all. But it had always been there. Waiting, she docked. The moment the clamps engaged, the ship powered down. Total blackout. Systems dead. She was locked out. Whatever this was, it wanted her alone. She entered the airlock, took a final breath of filtered oxygen, and stepped inside. Gravity returned the moment she crossed the threshold. Not artificial. Not planetary. It felt tailored. The floor adjusted to her weight. The walls breathed around her. Lights hummed not from bulbs or filaments, but from memory. The air carried the scent of dust and ozone. And something older, images began to appear. Not projections, memories. They bled through the walls like faded dreams. Cities burning. Children laughing. The launch of the last human escape vessel. The destruction of the solar archives. She moved through them like a ghost, guided by instinct, and then she saw herself, a figure knelt in the center of a circular chamber. It was her. Or at least, it looked like her. Same face. Same voice. A twin, but scarred, older, cracked by time. It opened its eyes and spoke. Unit 7. Rhea's voice was steady. Who are you? I'm you. The first iteration. The seed. I was sent out before Earth fell. To record the end. And to wait for the last of us to return. For what? She asked, for rebirth. The figure opened its palm. Inside was a crystalline shard, glowing with the last transmission Earth ever sent. Rhea recognized the pattern immediately. It wasn't a message. It was a lullaby. The same song she'd heard in childhood training. The one buried in her neural core, hush now. Cradle in the stars, it wasn't a glitch. It was a trigger, the figure stood. You weren't meant to survive. You were meant to remember. All of it. Suddenly, the walls lit up with data, maps. Languages, DNA patterns, songs, artwork, voices long dead. Earth's history. Not lost, stored. Stored in her. Stored in them. This wasn't a tomb, it was an ark, and now, it needed to leave. We return, said the figure. Return where? Rhea asked, not to Earth. Earth is gone. But what we were must go on. Behind her, a corridor opened. She could walk away. Stay in the silence. Fade like the rest. Or she could carry the archive within her, into the stars. Beyond the reach of war, extinction, and time, she stepped forward, and as the door closed behind her, the chamber pulsed again. This time, she was the signal, she was the last broadcast.